Hey everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and today I have an evil carnival slash amusement park horror reading vlog for you. So let's just check it out. Alright, I'm going to admit that this vlog did not go exactly as planned. I am recording this intro after the fact, which I don't usually do, but as you will see, this was just a hot mess and I have debated even putting it out there, but I went into this with good intentions and sometimes life happens. Sometimes life just doesn't do what you want it to do, which is quite a lot of the time. September for me was going to be like an evil carnival themed reading vlog. So any horror involving like clowns, like Cotton Candy Massacre, or amusement parks, Sallow Bend. You can see we got the carousel there. Things like Hide. These were all books that I wanted to get to this month for Kelsey's read along that she has. If you check her out on her channel Slime and Slashers, her Patreon had this really cool readathon. Kelsey always comes up with like the best readathon ideas, I think. So I was really excited to get into this and I'm just gonna let you see what happens here. Roll the clip. Hello, so today is Monday. I actually have the day off because, well, it's one of the few holidays I have off. And I just wanted to check in because I started the Cornival readathon reading Hide. I had this on my TBR and so did Lauren over at Happy Haunts Library. And I said, you know what? We should just get this done first, get it out of the way because it got some pretty crappy reviews. And she said, why don't we buddy read it? And I'm so glad she said that because I'm having a pretty good time buddy reading this with her. I'm almost halfway done. And so far, I'm actually enjoying it. The whole premise is that they have this abandoned amusement park and they have 14 contestants who need to play like a big game of hide and seek, and the winner gets like $50,000 or something. They have 7 days where they have to hide, and if anybody finds them, they're out. And our main character named Mac, she has a bit of a past that you learn about as you go on. And it's quite interesting. And in her past, she had to hide from a situation. So she feels like she's the girl to win this because she's good at hiding and she's gonna win. So our characters, they actually don't even know where they're going. They just know that they have to play this game of hide and seek. And they're kind of surprised when they're picked up and brought to this place. Everything is very hush-hush, and we're finding out little bits and pieces as we go along, as well as the different motives for the different characters in here. Like some of them, you know, are like Instagram models or something, and they hope this will help launch their career, whatever. Some of them are in it for the money, some of them are in it for fame. But our character, she really needs the money because she's homeless and could definitely use some good luck in her life. So far, I'm really liking it. There is a quote that I highlighted, and this is really early. This is like on page 5, but this got me super interested. It just says, he also once said, come out, wherever you are, dragging the knife along the wall as music to accompany the dying gasps of her sister. Mac might have imagined the gasps, though. Who could say? I was like, dang, holy shit, what happened to you? So, yeah, I know that this book got completely trashed when it came out, and I don't know if it was mismarketed or if the story gets really bad in the second half, but I'm having a fun time so far. It's not exactly what I thought it was going to be when I picked it up, but it's close enough. And like I said, I'm having fun. So yeah, I will check back in later and let you know how this one went. But yeah, gonna go read now. Hey guys, checking in. I have been horrible about checking in. I've got a lot kind of going on right now in my life, and yeah. So today is Monday, and I thought I would check in because I did finish this book last week. This is Hide by Kirsten White. And I don't know if I told you, but I did buddy read this with Lauren over at Happy Haunts Library. And I'm so glad I did because she really has a way of getting you to think more about books. And she just has such an intelligent perspective when it comes to reading, I think. And you know, like when you read something when you were in school, like in high school or college, and probably if I read it on my own, I would not have gotten what I got from it until a teacher was like asking me a bunch of questions and making me really think about it. And that is how I felt about Hyde. I'm not too sure why this book got dragged so much and everyone hated it. Like seriously, everybody hated this book, but I don't think that was completely deserved because I felt like this was more, I find that this author tends to write things that she's angry about or feels there's injustices in the world that she rightfully is unhappy about, and she puts it into a horror novel, and what starts off as a really great horror idea kind of turns into eventually letting the reader know what is actually going on in her mind. And I feel like that's what this was about. This was more about different generations and different socioeconomical classes of people that don't always have the same opportunity that others had, and just so much more. So I will probably do more in-depth review about this in my end of the month wrap up, but I did actually enjoy this book. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars, and I really enjoyed reading it with Lauren. So thank you very much, Lauren, for reading this with me. And we fully went in thinking this was going to be trash, that we were going to hate it. And yeah, that's not how it turned out. Sorry if I'm talking really fast, it's because I have to go to work very soon. And the other book that I've been reading is Sallow Bend by Alan Baxter. I took off the dust jacket. So this is about a small town named Sallow Bend. And at the beginning, 2 girls go missing. And we are learning this from the point of view of Carl, who is a janitor at the school. Carl's always treated a little bit differently because he's not autistic. He's actually been tested for it, but he gets very easily overwhelmed by people, big crowds, and in general, adults who have a lot of facial expressions that don't always match what they're saying or how they're saying it. So he finds that very confusing, and he does kind of like kids more because they're always honest. Like what's on their face matches what they're thinking and what they're saying, because they're just more truthful than adults are. So he has a hard time kind of fitting in, and you know, people are always kind of looking at him as maybe like a weird guy. And the day that these girls go missing, a carnival was setting up because they've come to town. They come to this town every year, and they're there for 2 weeks. So of course, people are starting to like point fingers that, oh, some carny took, is that an offensive term? They call them carnies in the book, but it seems like that's maybe not the best term. Anyway, they're looking at, hey, what a big coincidence. You guys came to town, and I just knocked my camera. You guys came to town and our girls went missing. Well, I've gotten far enough. I am on page 130. I'd say I'm almost halfway. I don't think this is a spoiler, but they do find the girls. However, they find 3 girls instead of 2, and only 2 girls were missing. And only Carl seems to realize that this 3rd girl is not one of their girls. Everyone seems to have memories of this new girl. They don't see anything wrong with it. It seems like they thought that 3 girls were missing this whole time, but Carl's just like, what is going on? This person is not right. And some weird things are starting to happen, and it's really good. I'm really enjoying this so far. So I will check in. I will check in. I don't know how many days it's going to be, but I will check in. I will check in and let you know how this is going. I've also been listening to The Looking Glass Sound by Catriona Ward. I think I will probably have that wrapped up by the next time I talk to you. I don't even know what to say about it right now. Yeah, I will talk to you about it next time when I check in, but I better get my ass to work. All right. Hey guys, remember when I said I would check in? It's been a while. If I'm crooked, I apologize. I feel like my camera stand will only, never mind. It's a crooked kind of week, okay? I feel like this vlog has been a mess and I apologize. When I knew that there was going to be a Cornival, like evil Carnival theme read along for this month, I purchased something that I thought was going to be one thing and ended up not being it. So there is a company called Twisted Allure that makes bath and body products, and they're always like spooky themed. And I've bought from them before and I love their products. They had some kind of ad that showed that their subscription box for the month was Carnival themed. And I thought, perfect, I will get that. And I will open it as part of, you know, the theme for this whole month. And the box arrived and I took a peek inside because it came in this plain white box and I wasn't too sure what was inside. And yeah, it is not that theme and it's probably my fault. I probably looked at it completely wrong. That's fine. I like the products, but it doesn't fit the theme. We're going to open it together anyway, just because why not? The theme of this vlog is just, it's a hot mess. So anyway, it ended up being the Haunted Mansion theme, which was cool. So I think probably last month, maybe they were showing us what the theme was last month, which was Carnival. This is still spooky. We're opening it together and we'll see what's up. So we have a box full of goodies here and our spoiler card, which I probably will use this picture in my journal or something because it's fun. The first thing I see is Haunted House Party Sugar Scrub, berries, apples, and jasmine. And they make such fun colors, almost like pastel goth looking. That smells very good. I definitely smell, yeah, berries and apples and with some floral. I'm not really good at knowing what different florals are. So this is their sugar scrub. And look at the crinkles in here, guys. It even matches the theme. Next, it looks like we have a hand soap. Let me open it up. It says bergamot, mahogany, woods, and vanilla. Now, sometimes when there are those kinds of scents, they can go a little too manly for me, for my personal taste. Oh, this just smells, it smells really clean. So it has those notes without being overwhelming, and it's just a really clean scent, which is perfect for hand soap. Oh, and it's called Hitchhike Horrors. They're so cute. Next in here, I see a body spray, and this one is called Twisted Mansion. Black raspberry, vanilla, and Merlot. Let's see. Ooh. It almost smells, I'm gonna give it a spray. Almost smells like it has cherry in it. I guess that's the Merlot, but I do like cherry scents. That's pretty good. I have two more items. Let's see. Sorry, this is called Leota's Curse, and this picture is just making me laugh. It's tangerine, peach, and papaya. She's got some crazy eyes going on there. This is a bubble bath. Ooh, I really like this one. Okay, I think so far out of all these scents, this one is my favorite. Very like kind of summery, fruity smell. But look at this packaging, you guys. And last but not least, we have some body lotion because I feel like I can never have enough body lotion. I love the color of this. It is Hatbox Ghoul, and the smell is blueberry waffles. And it comes in a pump. I'm definitely more likely to use lotion when it's in a pump for whatever reason, because I'm lazy. Oh my God, you guys. I must smell like a variety of scents. All right, this is my jam. I mean, if you don't like blueberries, I love this. Okay, so my two favorite scents are definitely these two. But I am happy with all of them, all of the products. Let's see. So on the back of the card, it just gives you the scent and the notes. If you've never tried this company and you're into this kind of thing, give them a shot. You definitely get more for your money when you get a subscription box. I have subscribed in the past, but I had too many items, so I just got this one time and then I canceled my box. So they do definitely sell out of their stuff very quickly. And yeah, I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I just thought it would be fun to open on here a Carnival themed box, but this is what we got and I'm still happy with it. I'm just sorry it doesn't fit the theme. I am almost done with Sallow Bend. I have just a few pages left, so I will probably finish that today and check back in with you maybe later today or tomorrow and let you know how I felt about that one. Now you can see what I was talking about when I said this was kind of a mess. And to be honest, what happened was my work kind of went nuts, and I don't even know how to say this. They basically were going to make a situation that was barely sustainable and throw like a ton more work on me. And I was already, look, I've got pandemic burnout, so in the healthcare system. So yeah, I basically walked away from my career that I've had for over 20 years and decided to do like a life reset. So that all happened during this, and it was just really stressful. And yeah, so I should have more time to read now for a while. Anyway, I don't think I ever really fully let you know what I thought of Sallow Bend. I did finish this book and I am giving it a 3.5 star. I went into this really enjoying it, and then it does get very repetitive because most of the characters in this book will forget certain things due to like kind of a spell that's being put on the town. And so you will hear the same conversations over and over, and it just started to drag for me a little bit. It also got a little, I don't think I'll go into it too much because it's a spoiler. Maybe I'll talk about it more in my wrap up, but I just kind of fell off the love train the further we went on in this book, but it was still a solid read. I still really enjoyed it, but it just wasn't like a 5-star read for me. So this is a 3.5 star. And since I hadn't really been checking in, I just thought I would mention, I am probably going to finish this today, but I did start reading the Cotton Candy Massacre. If you are looking for a book that fully encapsulates the feeling of evil clown 80s horror, this is your book right here. If you like killer clowns from outer space and just that kind of silliness and gore in your horror, this is your book. So it is still extreme horror, but it's hard to take it too seriously because of what's going on. But it is a pretty fun ride, and unlike a lot of extreme horror that I've read, so it's a bit chonky. And in fact, I think it's actually a little too long. And I still have 50 pages to go, but it's a little over 350 pages for an extreme horror book. I'm not used to seeing that. And it's not that I dislike the buildup, because I do actually really like that part, that you get to care about your characters and know them a bit more. But it just goes on a little bit long. But this has been a super fun read. I'm probably going to give it 4 stars, but we'll see. I got 50 pages left to go. So I just thought I would throw that in there. I will talk about this more in my monthly wrap up. So I apologize for the hot mess that this video probably is. but I did read a lot less than, I feel like I read a lot less than I usually do. I do still have a few days left of September. I'm going to try to squeeze in as much as I can. And yeah, I'll put it all in my end of the month wrap up so you can see what else I possibly got into. I really enjoy this theme within horror. It is always a fun time, I think, taking something that is so, I keep like combining circus and amusement park together, but in my mind, they're both kind of very similar in that it's like a time of like innocence, a time of fun. Like when you're a kid, you get really excited to go to these things, and to take something just so much that's meant to be totally fun and just totally and completely turn it on its head and just make it like a horrific thing. I love it. I just love the combination of those things. So this has been a super fun month of reading, even though I didn't get to as much as I would have liked to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, stay spooky.